million people in the United States. Those are the people that need to make America great again, if there's something wrong with it, or if it's not great now, okay? Those are the people that need to get off their asses and do something, not the president. We need to stop relying on our government to do the things that we want done, because they're not going to do it.
And make America great again, okay? Are all these people referring back to the same point? It's like, when exactly was it? I'm not dissing our country, but when you say make America great again, what are we talking about?
Are you talking about during the 50s, where tax rates on corporations were at their highest and the United States had a burst of prosperity like it was unrivaled? Were we innovative? We were innovative. We built rockets to take us to the moon. We explored space. You mean that kind of thing? Okay, well, we're not going to get there anytime soon.
Not with our education system.
Yeah, not with our education system, and not with all the funding that they're cutting out of everything other than just military and corporations. So, what other make it, are you talking about before the World War II?
Are you talking about where women were barefoot and pregnant? And
yeah.
What are you talking about
the
exactly?
Great Depression? Okay, which part of make great again are you talking about? Because obviously, none of us really know, including yourselves. So, if you want to make America great, and you really want to do something, start at your local level, start in your neighborhoods, your communities, and work up from there, okay? Help organize a food bank drive, like Varkin did. Help organize clothing drives. Help clean up your neighborhood, okay? If you're out walking your dog and you see trash on the ground, pick it up and throw it in the trash can.
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't take that much. It's not that much effort to make things a little bit better. Instead of being negative and bitching at people that are in your way at the grocery store, be polite. Say, hi, how are you doing? Can I get by, please? There's no reason to be rude, crude, socially unacceptable at the same time. If you got people that are chit-chatting in the middle of an aisle, say, I'm sorry, but can I squeeze through here, please?
Excuse me? Yeah.
It's not that difficult, and, they usually say, oh, I'm sorry, and they move out of the way. Hey, it doesn't require a Facebook rant because Grandma and Grandpa were standing in the middle of the aisle. I mean, I know it gets frustrating when you're in the grocery store and you're trying to get around people that are moving a lot slower than you, but are you really in that big of a hurry? Honestly, is it life or death? You're in a grocery store picking up steaks. How is that a life or death situation where you have to get around somebody? Like that asshole the other day, we're driving home and this white diesel pickup, come flipping around us, crossing over the median lines between the on-ramp and the freeway so he can get around us. So he could get off the freeway. And a car moved over and changed lanes in front of him a good ways up, and he actually pulled over to the shoulder of the road and whizzed around this other car. And the funny thing is, we were one car behind him at the stoplight, and then we were one car behind him for the next 3 stoplights. He got nowhere, but he was a dick. And he got no further, no faster than we did driving normally. So there really isn't a reason to be a douchebag. There's not. Some people get off on that shit. Some people enjoy doing that shit. But really, let's tone it down and actually just start treating people nicely, like people.
I think some people's tempers are
Whataburger.
For the most part in check, but it seems like a lot of people's mood is just below boiling point, so even the most slight annoyance, and then especially if it compounds, so first you're stuck behind somebody, and then all of a sudden something happens, a series of things that normally wouldn't be that big of a deal if you're kind of in a mellow mood, but I think everybody's just really amped.
Everybody's too high-strung, I think.
Yeah, exactly, so the least little thing just sets you off, and then something else sets you off, so it makes you even twice as pissed. So by the time you actually get to wherever you're going, you are so wound up. I mean, basically, you're just determined to have a bad day. It's not going to get better. And I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people are just too wound up.
Yeah. And that winding up is social media, it's the news, it's TV, it's Fox News, it's MSNBC, it's CNN.
You can't necessarily see it. You don't really know what's happening. It's there.
It's just there. And I think that's indicative to how we've kind of brought ourselves to that point. Hopefully we can change that. I mean, it is possible to make changes. We just have to start with ourselves and then move out from there.
Here's an idea. Turn off the news.
Yeah.
If you want to know about local stories, at your leisure, go on the internet and try to find some credible sources. Good luck with that. But don't wake up in the morning with your coffee and listen to the news. Or right before bed. Jesus, are you trying to be depressed?
Or trying to be an insomniac.
Do you think they're going to have they want ratings. So newsworthy or not, do you think you're just going to hear about, little cute kids and kittens? No, it's going to be, there was this fire and there was this shooting. And even though it doesn't directly impact you, I think it really kind of fucks with your brain and it sets the tone for your day. That's just me.
Yeah, or your night.
Or your night. People, I can't sleep. Well, yeah, you just watched the news.
Yeah. Watch something fun, like porn or fucking Harry Potter or just something.
A movie, just something.
Something that makes you feel good and content, okay? Everybody has those movies that when they watch those movies, they kind of feel good about themselves. So they kind of feel good about what's going on, They don't feel all stressed out. And if you watch a movie before bed, that's the kind of movie you need to watch. Because then when it's time to go to bed, your mind is calmer, your thoughts are on things that make you feel good, and it saves you a lot of stress and aggravation. People in this country don't sleep enough, number one. People in this country don't eat the right foods enough, number two. And people in this country get wound up over the stupidest shit, number three. Funny how that works. But anyway, we are pulling it into our work area here shortly, so we're going to go ahead and cut it off for this wonderful Scott and Kara's commute thing. Hope you enjoyed our ranting and raving and just unstructured blah, blah, blah. Hope you have a good weekend and try to stay out of trouble.